Hello, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you? You excited to be here?
Yeah, doing great.
Obviously the show's great, and it just got a season 2 and 3 renewal. And you're in this big leadership role, and you're gonna have a lot of say. What can fans expect in terms of maybe slight changes that are going to be in store for these next 2 seasons?
Yeah, look, I think it's a lot like season one. There's a lot of content in the animated series, and we will be looking at all that content, but we don't have the number of episodes that we have in the animated series. So certainly there will be some condensing that has to take place.
Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. Down the line, once 2 and 3 are out, are you interested in being involved in like a Legend of Korra adaptation?
Certainly, I would be interested in anything that is in this universe.
You know, that's another story that a lot of people really want to see. So, hoping with the success of Avatar, and obviously there's the adult Aang movie coming out next year. Is the team kind of aware of what that story will bring to the table, and is it inspiring anything you guys are doing with season 2 and 3?
No, not at this point. We're really looking at the animated series, at what came before, less at sort of what they're currently doing on the new movies.
Now, for you, what are you most proud of with how season 1 turned out?
I mean, really the fan reception to the show, right? Like we tried to make this thing that felt like the animated series, had the heart and soul of the animated series, but lived and breathed in a live action world, and like people responded to that. That was a very challenging thing to actually do.
Speaking of fan reception, is there anything in particular that like really surprised you in terms of what people thought about the show?
Yes, there is one thing that surprised me. There was this common thread that Aang could fly, and I was like, no, Aang can't fly. Aang is falling with style. I want to like do a diagram to show exactly that he's always falling. It's the opening sequence main there. I was like, no, that was like very clearly designed. Obviously not clearly enough, but to make sure that he's always falling. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do a YouTube video. Like he's not flying, he's falling.
Now, my last question for you. I'm going to make a jump here, and I'm going to assume season 2 will probably have Toph. Can you tease how that character is going to shake up the cast dynamic?
Look, again, we really, really rely on the animated series. So I think you're going to see a lot of the dynamics that were true in the animated series come through in live action. It won't be a one-to-one. We can never do a one-to-one, but expect that feeling all over again.
Well, sounds great. I look forward to it. Thank you again for talking with me.